كنت ጥያቄታትና so each chapter ዘሎ more or less ተመሳሰልቲ እዮም so ክልተ ገለን እናሰርሕና ንኸድ ማለት ካብ each chapter so I think ናይ መጀመርያ chapter 1 theory so I think ባልኩም ትሰርሑ so ካብ chapter 2 ጀሚርና ክሳዕ chapter 6 ማለት እዞም ናይ መጀመርያ chapter more of discrete statistics አይነት እዩ I think more 5 now for design of experiment or factorial design ማለት so ካብ chapter okay زي መጽሐፍም ከፍተ ካብ chapter 2 ጀሚርና let's say ሓደ ተሰሪና I think ሁሉ እዚኦም ተመሳሳልቲ እዮም paired test or to sample test እዮም ዝሰርሑ ዞም chapter 2 ዘሎ so ሓደ ተሰሪናስ I think enough is hypothesis ንምርዳ ማለት so I think ካብ خلت أربعة مجمار نخليها yeah እዚያን ጀምራና አምና እናخلتنا سرحنا نخل كاي chapter مالتي so 2.24 title two machines are used for filling plastic bottles with a net volume of 16 ounce the filling process can be assumed to be normal distribution normally okay with standard deviation of this one and standard deviation 2 ناخذ machine standard deviation here normally quality engineer department suspects both machine fill to the same net volume whether or not this volume is 16 ounce. An experiment is performed by taking a random sample from the output machine so a tiliness is a hypothesis that should be tested in this experiment is ኣብዚ ለኹንቱና አጋጣሚ በኤክሴል ገይሮ ማለት so easy man أنا كازم جمال خير ريكارد جورا الله هادي مولي
ريكارد جورا الله خو قرمش
كاز داتا كوستنا دا اكسل ايم دا مينتا ناي 2.4 مالتين just a title state hypothesis ይዱለናል hypothesis null hypothesis خلطة machine equal volume አለው ሚናነል alternative hypothesis خلطة machine equal volume ይሆናል ይናናል ማለት so null እና alternative hypothesis ከሚልኩም ጽፈው ማለት h not equals machine 1 volume equals machine 2 volume and h1 equals or alternative hypothesis equals machine volume of machine 1 ka machine 2 volume if لهم state ገርዎ ማለት next b test the hypothesis ይዶናል using alpha or significance level 0.05 ተፈላለዩ ማሽን so start basic statistics to sample test ናን ጥቅም خلطም ተፈላለዩ ማሽን ስለዝኾነ ማለት both samples are in one column no each sample is in its own column ማለት as machine 1 and here machine 2 okay zoom box plot or something that reader from right column ማለት cause nanos ማለት so p value 0.435 ይመጽና or which means there is no significant difference between these two machines ማለት azon ክልተ machines significant difference ይብልናል ማለት because p value na ካብ significance level or ካብ alpha level እንዳል ስለዝኾነ ማለት or statistically they are equal ማለት statistically machine 1 እና machine 2
I think disturbance ይመስላል
እሺ yeah كاو next
من
B
واخد ثلاثة ولا
Sorry, unmute go.
لا إلى خلينا خلينا
okay B test hypothesis at alpha 0.05 so test تنقروا تلنا yeah hypothesis now no volume 1 equals volume 2 and here alternate hypothesis مالتي
أنت فترة لا
مي تقروا مولي
Sorry.
yeah so yeah test getna malti cow next find the p-value p-value 0.435 so we accept the null hypothesis multi or there is no significant difference between these two machines multi conclusion na how next D find 95% confidence interval on the difference in mean is so yeah even easy there malati in difference mean difference of 0.01 and confidence interval will be the value is multi so 90 is there multi so minimum negative 0.016 and maximum difference will be 0.03 multi 95% confidence interval na this whole multi mean difference multi yeah I think yeah more قليل ነገር እዚ so እዚ መስል ማለት እዩ similarly ኣብ chapter 2 ዘለው so ሓደ ተሰሪሕና I think እኹል እዩ ማለት እዩ next chapter እዚኣ ሰሪሕና ኢና so I think ሲና ካብ next chapter 3 3.6 እና 3.7 ምርኣይ ንኽእልና so similarly 3.55 ባዕልኩም ምስራሕ ትኽእሉ ኢኹም ማለት ተመሳሳሊ so 3.6 okay yeah 3.6 ዘለና 3.7 ዘለና ክልተን ምርኣይ ንኽእልና ማለት እዩ yeah 3.6 bioelectromagnetics yeah field more of ናይ medicine field termom ኣይፈልጦም ግን just statistical ግን test ምግባር ንኽእል ኢና so statistical እዚኦም test ንገብሮም ኢና ማለት እዩ so an article in bioelectromagnetics yeah ናይ ዝኾነ article data እያምፅዎም ዘለዎም እዚኦም describe a randomized double-blind sham controlled feasibility and dosing study to determine if a common pulsing electromagnetic field treatment could be moderated. The substantial osteopenia that occurs after forearm disuse. Subjects were randomized into 4 groups. At a group alone, the sham 1 hour per day, the MPMA multi. Were randomized into 4 groups after a distal radius fracture or carpal surgery requiring immobilization in cast. Yeah, more termom yeah I think biomedicine ገለ ዘለኹም ኢኹም ትፈልጡዎም ትኾኑ ግን statistical test ንግበሩ ማለት እዩ active or identical sham PMF transducers were worn on the distal forearm for 1, 2 or 4 hours per day for 8 weeks starting after cast removal. When bone density continues to decline, bone mineral density or BMD and bone geometry were measured in the distal forearm by dual energy X-ray. Yeah, the X-ray and peripheral quantitative computed tomography. The data below are the present losses in BMD measurements on the radius after 16 weeks for patients wearing the active or sham PMF transducers for 1, 2 or 4 hours per day. Yeah, እዚኦም ዳታ ካብ ስቴት ጆርናል ከም ዝወፀ እዩ ዝነግረና ኣሎ እና ኣብቲ ፔፐር ኮይድኩም ረኣይዎ እዩ ዝብል ዘሎ so yeah ተርሞም ናይ ሜዲካል ተርም እዮም ግን ጀስት ስታቲስቲካል ቴስት ንገብሮም ማለት እዩ A ታይዱልናለው either evidence to support a claim that PMF usage affects BMD lose malting. So ANOVA answer hina malting between those groups the p-value area malting. If so, analyze the data to determine which specific treatment produces the difference. Next, analyze the residual from the experiment and comment on the underlying assumptions. Yeah, so data extra gernanos dona yeah bexel out say lokhana ausin the data the malting. Yeah, copy paste in the Minitab nostro. Kawan what is answer anova one way anova. Response data are in separate column, so that malting. Options 95%. The Fisher Ryan Khayna. Yeah, graphs okay, 3 in 1. Residuals yeah, the 3 in 1 is the optional low. So histogram plus normal probability plot na residual versus fitted data drug organized malting. Results yeah, the expanded nugartolo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so خمسة غيرنا نريو مالتي كاو A is there evidence to support a claim that PMF usage affects BM delusion than other. P-value 0.81, which is greater than 0.05. So significant difference between them treatments, significant difference or BMD. The PMF usage BM delusion affect Igoron multi because P-value na significance level la alsilas multi. Yeah, so P-value 0.281 says metana affect Igoron multi is PMF blood loss multi. Next, yeah, analyze the residual schedule. Residual graph have 9 the atom interprets minimum malati. Residual or B is hatatana. So the plot terinayo yeah, it's fitted. Fit in the normal probability plot na fit zoom data more or less well fitted on the data idellana malati. So basic assumption normal distribution assume ይገብርና እና analyze ትገብርታ so fit ገይርሎ ማለት plus them residuals ምንም unusual ዝኾነ trend የለ ኣብዚ ዝኾነ ትድ residual ኹም trend ከሉ ይውል like randomized ክኾን ኣለዎ ማለት so እዚኦም ተሪኹም randomized plus between points more or less equal variance ከሉ ኣለዎ ይብል assumption so unusual difference here now zoom residuals ማለት so our residual na minimum unusual difference here na conclude nገብር ማለት plus the data normal probability fit ይገብር ማለት histogram ተረክሞ similar conclusion ይዘለና ኣብዚ normal probability plot fit ንገብር ተኾይና more or less like the data centered around the mean malti. So centered around the mean toina. That's the data na probability I mean normal probability fit malti. So cause this is home concrete go malti. Yeah, so A p-value na concrete ngeber B has residually normal distribution fit diagram plus has residual versus fitted value zero. Equal variance alone plus residual points equal variance alone between points or alone zero conclude ngeber cause malti. So the message malti in nabi next 3.7 the tensile strength of Portland cement is being studied 4 different mixing techniques. أربعة mixing techniques لنا كوناتهم أربعة tensile strings هذه هنا that's LB in per inch square مالتي. Yeah, من معين بيازيو اللي مالتي which means a completely randomized experiment was conducted and the following data are collected لنا له. أربعة mixing designs tensile strings نازي مالتي. So A test the hypothesis that mixing technique affects the strength of the cement مالتي. So the data of Excel is data. No. Data nazi مثل so tensile string mixing techniques አለውና ማለት so mixing technique you حاتيتنا دلو test the hypothesis that the mixing technique affects the string ማለት so ታይና ገር እዚ transport score was data خمنا yeah so እዚኦም ኣርባዕተ mixing techniques ኣለውና ካብዚኦም ኣርባዕተ ሒዝና ናብ Minitab ንኸድ ማለት so قدم حتى is mixing techniques أو tensile strings effect already يولون ينانتنا so start ANOVA one way ANOVA كذا ما روحت mixing techniques هلونا yeah أزم كيارت خليهم results okay yeah graph okay so p-value 0 so mixing design effect allow multi of tensile strings na because it's less than 0.05 so mixing design of tensile strings high effect allow na conclude ngeber multi cause analysis variance or ANOVA result na because p-value 0 ስለመጣ there is significant difference between this mixing designs or the mixing design of tensile strings effect allow multi قدم conclusion na سيرهم test the hypothesis so yeah p-value 0.05 ይድመጽ so the mixing design of tensile strings effect allow conclude ንገብር ማለት B construct a graphical display as described in section 3.53 to compare the mean tensile strings for the 4 mixing techniques and what's your conclusion ማለት 0.53 maybe yeah 0.53 is the graphical comparison of means multi yeah እዚኦም graphically mean እና compare ንገብር so خلت data approximately ሚኖም ማዕረ ዝኾኑ ተኾይኖም more or less similar result ኣለዎም ኢና conclude ንገብር ማለት maybe now it sorry yeah this topic ምንዋብ ተኸሊኹም yeah so approximately yeah እዚኦም box hunter ታይ conclude ዝገብር ዘሎ እዚ standard deviation equals square root of mean square error ይዘና ደሎ so ናይ total mean square error under square root ኣትናዮ standard deviation value እና ይዙን ካው እዚ standard deviation value ተጠቂምና mean compare ምጋር ንኽእልና ማለት እዩ so ኣብዚ let's say እዞም point ዘለዎ ኣብዚ ናይ 4 sample mean እዮም ዘርእና ደሎ that's so let's say 4 ማሽን ተኾይኖምስ እዚ ናይ ማሽን 1 mean እዩ this one ማሽን 2 mean and this one እዞም 4 ማለት so ኣብዚ conclude እና ታይዱሎ mean 1 difference from mean 2 and differ from the mean 3 and differ from mean 4 is another ማለት so let's say the mean 2 around here ተድመጽ ነይሩ so more or less conclusion እና mean 1 equals mean 2 እና conclude ንገብር ነይርና ማለት እዩ or ናይ ማሽን 1 mean ኣብዚ ተመጽዩ so mean 1 equals mean 3 እና conclude ንገብር ነይርና ማለት እዩ so እዚ by default ኣርባዕቶም ተፈላለዩ እዮም ኢሉ conclude ዝገብር ዘሎ so similarly ኣብዚ ታይድ ሓተና ዘሎ ናይ ኣርባዕቶም mixing designs ከምዚ ዓይነት plot draw ጌርና ሚኖም compare ንገብር ማለት እዩ so ሓድሽ excel create ገበርና ከመይ ከም ንሰርሕ ከሪአኩም yeah يريكم ليون
No.
yeah so زيهم أربعتهم mixing design which is tensile strings na أربعتهم Portland cement مالتي so yeah mean construct هنا compare نقارن بمينهم مالتي which means أينا mixing design مس أينا كم زمساسل مالتي so كاوزي section زي yeah أوزي standard deviation equals square root of mean square error مالتي yeah I think أوز مسرح خليه so average calculate نقبر أوز مجموعة average نايزه مالتي okay so mean value na زيومي ناي أربعة mixing designs مالتي yeah كاو تاينا نقبر like sample size na nish idella أربعة طرح سلازننا sample size increase جيرنا PDF function draw نقبر مالتي that's probability distribution function normal distribution follows جبر PDF function draw نقبر مالتي زي ما أربعتهم تتغير درو تقولهم تلخم sample size نشتى سلازوخنا like ناي normal distribution or the bell shape لو انتنا أي مثال so مجموعة sample size نا increase نقبر مالتي أو document yeah yeah so كاوزي مجموعة standard deviation calculate نقبرنا that's square root of mean square error مالتي أوز لنا error زي مالتي هاي adjusted mean square error زي that's 10 غلطة شو من تم تعيش شيء زي مالتي not square root approximately standard deviation equally you كونكل ዝግብር ካብዚ መጽሐፍ ተንቢብኩም ማለት እዩ so standard deviation ና square root of this ይኾን ማለት እዩ ናይ ኩሎም ማሽንስ standard deviation that's square root of 12.8 ማለት እዩ so ኣብዚ ካልኩሌት ክገብሮ SCD equals
56
okay square root of 12.8 I think yeah so እዚ ይኾን ሎ ማለት እዩ ካው sample size ከመይ ጌርና ኢንክሪዝ ንገብሮ two way ምግባር ተኸሎም ኣብ ኤክሴል ምስራሕ ተኸሎም ግን easily ኣብ Minitab ምስራሕ ንኸይና here calculate ዝብል ኣሎ ካው random data ዝብል ኣሎ እዚ normal distribution ካው number of rows to be generate data to generate let's say 50 number of data generate ምግባር ንኸይና okay minimize cards let's say this one is A B C D multi so calculate na random data normal distribution let's say yeah أربعة طرح لنا بأربعة زي normally bell shape لوك مثلا 5 يخل sample size increase تقولوا لكم مالين so let's say 5 generate نقول مينا له مينو نايت سامبل مينا نوصل ما أنت بياسكي اللي كافت تيست نقول دلنا سامبل مالي so ناي سامبل 1 إسران شعنتن سواء حدا مينو أوزي إسران شعنتن سواء حدا مالي standard deviation approximately square root of mean square error is yeah more in detail تمسحف من تدخلهم እሱ 113.25 ስለዚህ 113.25 ማለት እዩ ካው ኣምታይ ሶርክ ገብረል ካይብሎ እንደዚ so as colon A ሌስ assign ገረሎ so let's say A ማለት እዩ okay yeah so 50 number of samples ይሁን ማለት እዩ minimum equal ምዚ test ተገበረ ማሽን ማለት እዩ standard deviation እሱ ማዕረ ማለት እዩ so randomly distributed ዝኾነ ከምዚ ገር 50 ይሄን ማለት እዩ so እዚ copy paste ኢለ ኮስተ or yeah copy paste ኢልና ዝን ኣብዚ ኮስና let's say here next similarly ናይ ኣርባዕተ ማሽን ሰርሕ ማለት እዩ start random data sample normal distribution b ንገብሮ እዚ ካብ ሚኑ ንቀይሮ ማለት እዩ mean of machine 2 31.56 31.56 okay yeah so ኣብዚ ሂብን ማለት እዩ እዚ ኮፒ ፔስት ኢለዋዛ next machine 3 or mixing design 3 ማለት እዩ normal ሚኑ ንቀይሮ እዚ that's 29.33 29.33.75 okay so خمس جرين نعمل final mixing designs 4 random sample the normal nanti zi din gawra aga nagayra as 2666 0.25 يا أخذ حمزة جيرانو سرو مالتي بس yeah. So خمسة جرام calculate مسجرنا number of samples increase جرنا يومنا equal يتخون مزي just equal meaning na equal standard deviation زلو the only difference sample size na instead of 4 na حمسة عينا يا مالتي قابزي انتن calculate نقبرينا مالتي yeah probe to plot نقبرتلا or PDF function plot نقبرتلا so y-axis should be PDF or probability distribution يركوندلو so أبزي PDF function na a calculate نقبرينا مالتي so how to calculate it equals norm yeah أبزي نانتكم so it returns the normal distribution for the specified mean and standard deviation مالتي so خمسة x يلنالو so x value is this one comma mean زي مالتي like yeah log يقولوا يا مالتي إنك ساس value mean and the standard deviation is مالتي log نقولوا هنا true or false يلنالو the bell shape عينت كهلينا ندلي so that's probability mass function يدخل probability خلت type يوم دلا that's cumulative distribution function na probability mass function or probability distribution function مالتي so that's probability distribution function so false no لازم مالتي yeah so هم زغيري هنا مالتي so just double click كورة لهم PDF function or y value ناي probability plot ناي هنا مالتي similarly ناي b norm display so x is this one and mean one I mean of mixing design 2 cost standard deviation comma false multi yeah norm this one is x comma mean comma standard deviation false oh here equals now this one comma mean خمسة قلنا calculate نقولوا مالتي أو yeah أو حدا بلوت نقولوا كلهم مالتي so draw من home or insert yeah insert graph لازم طبعا دخلنا أو select data add let's say one mixing design one multi x value this value is multi and y-axis now the probability function multi this one yeah okay yeah sorry sorting girl that's small to largest like this and current yeah sorting girl similar كلهم أزنته مالتي select data add let's add mixing design 2 and x-axis is it? Y-axis will be this distribution function Okay, and add mixing design 3. X-axis this one. And y-axis this one. Okay, yeah, finally mixing design 4. So x-axis will be this one. Okay, yeah, so sort the gorhoi, sort gorho na khullo malti, ka smallest to largest sort to go malkum. Next. Random distributed to data slash one as not Minitab sort negorolena graph number I want. Yeah, so graph now sorry, it was as you Mr. Malti, yeah, more clear number. Let's say I was click here. Minimum 0, yeah, instead of 0, let's start from 2,700 maybe. Yeah. Don't add corona, chart title. Okay. Yeah. So section 3.539 is مصحف خمزي زول مالتي minimum I mean probability function plus جرنا minimum compare جورو ميزل. So the mean is as the plot مقارت خليهم the 2971 نعمل can just as easily مرأيت خليهم مالتي. So mean of like as the አረንጓዴ እዚህ I mean the blue mixing design 1 እዚህ yeah the black ነገር that's mixing design 3 እዚህ ብጫ mixing design 2 and እዚህ ቀይሕ ነገር mixing design 2 እዚህ ብጫ mixing design 4 ማለት እዩ so ካብዚ ብምርኣይ ዋላ እንድሕል ኮንኮል ትገብሩ ኢልኩም ማሽን ዋና I mean mixing design 1 እና 3 similar እዮም ማለት እዩ more or less ሚኖም ማዕረ ማለት እዩ ናይዚ ሓደ ሚን around here is ዝመፅእ ናይዚ ሓደ around here is ዝመፅእ ማለት እዩ so ካብዚ plot conclude ንገብሮ ማሽን 1 እና ማሽን 3 similar tensile strength value ይሄና ማለት እዩ ካው ማሽን 2 እና 4 ካው ኩሎም mixing designs ይፍለዩ ብል conclusion ይዘለና ማለት እዩ so probable plot ናዚ ይመስል so ካብዚ conclusion እና ማሽን 1 እና ማሽን 3 similar tensile strength ይሄና እና conclude ንገብር ማለት ያ ግልጽ ነው
Yeah.
Okay, so I think 3.7. Yeah, so construct graphical display as described in section 3.53 and compare them in tensile strength 0. So Kauzi, mean of tensiles, I mean mean of yeah, tensile strength of mixing 1 na mixing 3 similarly do conclusion is na malti. Yeah, mixing 1 na mixing 3 similar tensile strength alone conclusion alna uzmadi. Now next use Fisher LSTD method with alpha 0.05 to make comparison between the pairs of mean malti. መጀመሪያ በኮንስትራክት ጌርና ፕሮባቢሊቲ ዲስትሪቢዩሽን ፋንክሽን ናይ ኔክስት ኤልኤስዲ ኦር ግሩፒንግ ሚን ማለት እዩ ቦጌርና ኮምፔር ንገሮ ማለት እዩ ሶ እዚ ማለት እዩ ግሩፕ ጌርናዮም ኣለና ዋላ ካብዚ ንሪኢ ተለና ሚክሲንግ ዲዛይን 2 እና ቱ እና 4 ኤ እና ቢ ኢሉ ግሩፕ ገይርዎ ዋና ስሪ ግን ቢቢ ኢሉ ኣሳይን ገይርዎ ማለት እዩ ኣብዚ እንታይ ድል means that do not share a letter are significantly different ማለት እዩ እዚኦም ኣብ ሓደ ግሩፕ መዲቦም means they are similar ማለት እዩ or statistically equal value እዮም ዘለዎ ማለት እዩ ዋና ስሪ ማለት similarly ካብዚ ኮንክሉድ ክንገብናዮ ክልተኦም similar mean እዩ ዘለዎም that's ዋና ስሪ ማለት እዩ ዋላ ብኤልኤስ ድምተሪናዮም ክልተኦም ኣብ similar group እዩ ዝምድቦም ዘለዎ ማለት እዩ similar letter shared ዝገብሩ ተኮይኖም there is no significant difference between these two mixing types ማለት እዩ mixing type 1 እና 3 similar value ዘለና ማለት እዩ 2 እና 4 ግን ካብ ካልቶም different tensile strength ይድህና ማለት እዩ conclusion as ዝሆን ማለት እዩ next construct a normal probability plot of the residuals and what's your conclusion is similar as construct ጌርናይና ካብዚ ምተረኸ more or less እዚ ላይን ፊት ገይሩ እዚ እዞም pointers normal probability follow ይገብር እዩ ማለት እዩ ኣብዚ ምተሪና ትረንድ የብሉ እዚ residuals ምንም ኮንሰርን የብልና ኣብዚ residual plot ማለት እዩ ዝምኸሙ ዳታ ውፅኢኹም ናይዚ residual storage ይብል ኣሎ ካብኡ ክወኩም ይኽእል እዩ ኣብዚ ኖርማል ፕሎት ምግባር ትኽእል ኢኹም ማለት እዩ more or less normal distribution is one ማለት እዩ ካብኡ plot the residual versus predicted tensile strength and comment on the plot ይብል similar እዚ እዩ ማለት እዩ ንሱ residual versus fitted value or predicted value እዚ ማለት እዩ ኣብዚ conclude ምግባር ትኽእሉ ኢኹም basic assumptions ኣለዎ ኣብዚ ሓደ ትረንድ ክህልዮ የብሉን እዩ ዝብል እዞም pointers ዝኾነ similar ዝኾነ ትረንድ something like እናቐነሰ መፅኡ or እናወሰኸ ገለ ክኸይድ የብሉን እዩ ዝብል ፕላስ ከዓ between pointers more or less equal variance ክህልዎም ኣለዎም እዩ ዝብል which means ካብዚ ናብዚና ካብዚ ናብዚ ዘሎ difference ማለት እዩ more or less equal variance ክህልዎም ኣለዎ እዩ ዝብል ማለት እዩ basic assumption ኣብዚ unusual ዝኾነ ትረንድ የብልና it's okay ማለት እዩ residual plot ናም ፅቡቅ ኢሉ ኣሎ ማለት እዩ finally prepare scatter plot of the tensile to aid interpretation of the results of the experiment ይብል scatter plot or interval plot በኢንተርቫል ፕሎት ምርኣይ ትኽእሉ ኢኹም this one ማለት እዩ ኣብዚ ኮመንት ምግባር ትኽእሉ ኢኹም like this machine 1 I'm mixing design 1 እና 3 almost similar mean ይደለዎ ማለት እዩ custom scatter plot ዝብለሉን እዚ or individual scatter like without mean ድሮ ምግባር ትኽእሉ ኢኹም ግን just ብዝም plot ምግባር ትኽእሉ ኢኹም ማለት እዩ ካብዞም conclusion ና ናይዚ mean ላዕሊ እዩ ዘሎ ናይዚ ታሕቲ እዩ ዘሎ ናይዞም almost parallel እዩ ዘሎ mixing 1 እና 3 equal mean እዩ ዘለዎም or statistically significant difference የብለዎም ማለት እዩ ኣብ tensile strength ዞም ማለት እዩ እዚ ዝኾነ conclusion ና ማለት እዩ so 3.7 ወዲና ማለት እዩ ካብ next chapter 4 ግልጽ ይወዳ ኣብዚ maybe any question ተልጎ okay yeah, so 3.55 بعلكم ساعة تغلهم تمسلسل كم زيهم. Yeah, أنا بايم سو مالتي. Next page 178 question 4.11 now 4.13 مالتي. So the حدث سرحيس 4.3 بعلكم ساعة تغلهم مالتي. So 4.11 مثلا عندنا قلنا. Yeah, this one مالتي. An article in Communications of the SAM studied different algorithms for estimating software development costs, and 6 algorithms were applied to several different software development projects, and the percent error in estimating the development cost was observed. So some of the data from the experiment is shown in the table multi. The data يمنالو أربعة algorithms multi. So cost in a compare نقبل. A, do the algorithms differ in their mean cost estimation accuracy? Next, analyze the residuals. Which algorithm would you recommend for use in practice? So BXL خمس جيرة سير له يا بعد ما copy paste جيرة. Yeah, so algorithm هنا check نقبل was sorry transposing over لنا yeah. خمسة ترانسبورت جيري. So أزوم algorithms نوستم بالalgorithm منا compare نقوله control C. So like this مالتي. So this ستاتينا ANOVA one way because زي كلهم select نقولهم كلهم algorithms شدوش algorithms يدلنا options is okay comparison yeah Fisher مراين خلينا graph 3 in 1 expanded okay مالتي. So eight is لنا دلو do the algorithm differ in their mean cost estimation accuracy دلو multi yes because p while na 0.05 نتاع زغونا there's significant difference between this algorithms مالتي between them algorithm significant difference or statistical difference خم تخونو يرينا له مالتي because p while na less than 0.05 ስለዝኾና مالتي. So a خميل conclude تقول مالتي. Analyze the residuals from the experiment يبلنا له residual خمس جيري هناي. So the تاريخ مم like well fitted in the line زي so more like transform تنقول زي شيء يلهم كل مقار تخليه مازي داتا أنا instead of أخم زلوا مسات يعني data أنا transform مقار نخلينا مالدي because the line زي في تاجر نزلوا or some pointers what يوم نو كاب the line زي so normal probability في تاجر مالتي كل الناس يكون هالكازي. So I had a recommendation data and transform نقول لنا dually either Johnson transformation or box cox transformation تاعنا transform نقول data أنا مالتي كأوزم تارينا yeah equality of variance أوزم تشجع له which means أوزي more like تتأو نقرات يوم pointers أوز خا like تفعل يوم زلو so equality of variance ميولي residuals مالتي. So خمسة كلهم قرطوا equality of variance ችግር አለው which means night experiment accuracy ችግር አለው ማለት because yeah equality after variance equality የለን ማለት ከዚህ ከሁሉም ጋርተው plus ከዚህ the normal distribution will fit ده هون so transform تنقرأ يمرات لكم كلكم قاعد تغلقكم مال next which algorithm would you recommend for easy as ብዙሕ test قاعد تغلون ግን easily ንእሽተይ standard deviation ዘለዎ ምራጽ ትኽእሉ ኢኹም here so ካብ ኩሎም that's function points ድብል less standard deviation ኣለዎ that's 59.8 so እሱ algorithm select ንገብር ንኽእል ኢና ማለት or ካልእ test ስም ተደሊኹም just basic statics ስም ሰሪሖም standard error yeah let's say ና ኩሎም select ገሮም yeah statistics yeah okay yeah ካብዚም ተሪኹሞ less standard deviation or less standard error of them እንደለዎ function points so so algorithm ስም ምራጽ ንኽእል ኢና ማለት similar ካልኣት test ስም ጋር ተብሎም ግን ኣብ yeah select ንገሮ እዚ ዝኾነ ማለት function points ድብል ንመርጽ ማለት which algorithm would you recommend so we would recommend function points recommend ንገብር ኢና ማለት so እዚ መስል similarly for points 12 or 13 مهم تسرحوا مالتي yeah next yeah is it دقي ميزي بعلي ميزي حاجة next so nice I think nice topic more design of experimenting so chapter 5 and 6 more of factorial design مالتي so كابزي كاب 5.4 مجمع نخلينا data كاريكمنا yeah 5.4 Zimalti I think yeah interesting topic is 5.4 an engineer suspects that the surface finish of a metal part is influenced by the feed rate and depths of cut. He selects 3 feed rates and 4 depths of cut. He then conducts a factory experiment and obtains the following data multi. Kauna analyze the data and draw conclusion at alpha of 0.05 multi. So basic of this time መጀመሪያ ከመይ ጌርና pair wise ንገብሮ data so data ከሪአኩምና yeah እዚ data ለዛ ኣብዚ ሓድሽ ክሬት ዝገብሮ ከላ ኣብዚ ኮስና يريكم لي ورا
هو
يرد لي
so ናይ መጀመሪያ ከመይ ጌርና pair wise ንገብሮ data እዩ ዝብል so I don't finish this yeah okay and it just suspects that the surface finish of a metal part is influenced by feed rate so ኣብዚ ታይ feed rate ና ሰለስተ feed rates ይና 0.2 0.5 እና 0.3 and depth of cut in inch 4 levels ኣለውና that's 0.15 ክሳዕ 0.25 ማለት እዩ እዚኦም response ናይ ማለት እዩ or surface finish ናይ እዚ ማለት እዩ so ናብ ኤክሴል ከምዚ ጌርና እናምፀና so ከመይ ጌርና pair wise ንገብሮ ዝብል መጀመሪያ feed rate እንወስድ ኣብዚ ማለት እዩ so first 0.2 ኣብዚ maybe تاريخمو yeah at 0.2 سلسة response يدلو yeah بكالر خمس جيرنا في اللاين غيرنا so 0.2 yeah night surface finish response na ناي 0.2 نا 0.15 combination سلسة response አለው ማለት نخلهم سلسة response አለው ማለት so 3 times 4 will be 10 تخلت response አለው ناي 0.2 feed rate ማለት so 0.2 ዚ let's say feed rate of 0.2 and depth of cut depth of cut depth of cut 0.15 0.15 our response na surface finishing surface finishing response na malti so feed rate of 0.2 na 0.15 response na z control c ላብዝ comes control v so z ባልት ደግሞ ወዝ malti yeah exist similarly feed rate na 0.2 እና depth of cut depth of cut na 0.18 ተኾንተሎ 0.18 similarly ሰለስተ surface response አለና ትራሲ ኣብዚ ነው እዛ so the extent ገሮኸም ገይርኹም ማለት similarly at 0.2 feed rate እና at depth of cut 0.2 ሰለስተ response አለና yeah so the extent ገሮና similarly حازم 0.2 feed rate እና depth of cut 0.225 response na ሰለስተ response አለው control c comes control v ማለት so the extent ገይርኹም ወራት ትኽእልኹም ኣብዚ ማለት so yeah ናይ ሓደ feed rate pairwise ከምዚ ገይርና ኢሎ that's 12 ማለት 3 times 4 10 ተኽልተ እዮም ዝኾኑ እዚኦም ማለት ካብ next ናይ 0.25 feed rate እና depth of cut 0.18 so response na z interesting the extent exactly ማለት similarly 0.25 feed rate እና 0.18 no 5 I think the 15 دي ናይ መጀመርያ 15 ስለ ዝኾነ ማለት እዩ next 0.5 እና 0.18 response እና እዚ ይኾንሎ next 0.25 and response 0.2 as marking final 0.25 እና 0.25 response na እዚ ካውና መጨረሻ feed rate na 0.3 ማለት at 0.3 and 0.15 ናይ መጀመሪያ ዝለና similar 0.3 እና 0.18 response ናዚ so 0.3 and 0.2 yeah final 0.3 0.25 yeah زيهم مالتين so pairwise خمس جرنا نريو مالتين so feed rate نا depth rate أو surface finish تعينت effect خمد اللو بفactorial design جرنا نريو مالتين so each 10 pair okay so pairwise خمسة مالتي so pairwise صريح ما كاو easily بمينتاب analyze مقارن خلينا مالتي so نعم مجمع رحتو analyze the data and draw conclusion at alpha 0.05 تير so pairwise جيرنا يمالا سراسان شدشن data على مالتي كاو زخوص تي control C أوزي control V رمز جيرنا نمسو مالتي كاو start design of experiment factorial design analysis yes نرز مالتي كاو factors خلطة factor يوم دولنا feed rate نا depth of cut مالتي two level يعني that's general full factor مالتي two level means data like high low or -1 or 0 1 عين data تخوينو قوم عين تخوينا two level نلو that's general or general full factorial design مالتي كاو designs عاوز منهم نغير هنا اوكي كاو surface finish response terms عاوز غيرت خليهم نجلس الحمد لله مقدار اخينا options graph yeah pareto انا 4 in 1 دول لوزي Instagram na result plot نمرأي مالتي كاو result ساوزي extended or expanded table مالتي so زي مرأي نخلنا مالتي اوكي كاو yeah خمسة كنا نوصل مالتي كاو conclusion نا maybe I'll use an word in right now. Analyze the data and draw conclusions is another law. So the question as a copy as a picture. Cause conclusion خلينا let's draw. So let's say feed rate terina p-value 0 which means significant effect allo multi surface finish na significant effect allo multi that's feed rate because p-value na 0 so next depth of cut from p-value na 0 so significant effect allo after response na multi كاو interaction effect مترينا 0.0 0.018, that's less than 0.05. So interaction effect significant effect አለው ማለት ያ surface finish ና ማለት ነው። So conclusion ና እዚህ ይሆን ማለት ነው። Feed rate ና depth of cut and interaction effect of feed rate ና depth cut as surface finish effect አለው እና conclude እንገብር ማለት ነው። So ካዙ conclusion ና ሲይዛን next prepare appropriate residual plot and comment on the model adequacy is yeah. So እዚህ plot ና yeah similarly ወሲድኩም ዳ እንትን ምርአይና خلنا ግን just አሁን አለኝ conclude ምግባር ተፈልኩ ማለት ነው። more or less like a well fitted unit probable plot አዝም unusual ሆነ trend ይብልና so it's okay ማለት ነው። So yeah አሁን conclude ምግባር ተፈልኩ ማለት ነው። residual plot ናዚ so አውዝ conclude ምግባር ተፈልኩ assumption ና normal probability distribution ና equality of variance ማለት ነው። So similarly conclude ምግባር ተፈልኩ ኣብዚ so ሲመስል ማለት residual plot ና ማለት ነው። ካሁን next obtain point estimates of the mean surface finish at each feed rate ማለት ነው። point estimate of the mean surface finish at each feed rate. Okay. So at each feed rate point estimate or mean you calculate your journal. So feed rate na feed rate I mean yeah celestium 0.2 0.25 and 0.3 multi oh yeah surface finish or response analysis. So mean calculate ገበርሎ at each feed rate mean value calculate ንገብር ማለት so equal average so now 0.2 surface finish ክሳዕ ዜሮ ማለት enter equal average similarly now feed rate 0.5 surface finish mean na 0 ማለት finally now 0.3 average yeah ማለት so result na 0 ማለት that's this one yeah obtain point estimate of the mean surface finish at each feed rate ይደረናል አይደል? So at each feed rate low mean value ና እዚያቶም ያው ማለት so همزلكم result ما تخليهم ማለት finally find the p values for the test schedule. So as خم داركم p value እዚያቶም ያው similarly በዝም ራይት ኸለኹም ማለት እዩ so that p value ና ማለት ያ ግልጽ አይደል?
ግልጽ
yeah so yeah pairwise ተገርኩም I think it's easy yeah yeah similar them 5.9 5.10 ገለ just 5.31 ክሰርሐልኩምና similar them ባልኩም pairwise ገርኩም ሰዓት ወለው ማለት so 5.31 صحيح yeah 531 is the multi an article in quality progress the multi describes the use of factory experiment to improve silver powder production process and this product is used in conductive pastes to manufacture a wide variety of products ranging from silicon wafer to elastic membrane switches. Powder density and surface area are the two critical characteristics of the product ማለት so እዞም ክልተ critical parameter surface area እና density የሚል ይሆና ነው the experiment involved in 3 factors so ሰለስተ factors አለው so ታይናነጽና እዞም ሰለስተ factors ኣብዚኦም ኣብ density እና ኣብ surface ዘለዎም effect ነጽና ማለት ሓደ individually plus interaction effect ታይንት effect ከም ዘለዎም ኣብዚኦም response functions ንሪኦም ማለት yeah so factor ናዚኦም ammonia stirring rate እና temperature how each of these factors had 2 levels and the design was replicated twice the design is shown below ማለት so the ያለና ማለት how A analyze the density response and are any interaction significant and draw appropriate conclusion so I think 5 point እዚ ማለት ኣብዚ ሓድሽ ኤክሴል ኮስና so መጀመርያ ሓሲስና ደሎ ናይ density response ጥራሕ እዩ so እዚ exclude ንገርና surface area exclude ገርና እዞም ሰለስተ factors ኣብ density response ዘለዎም effect ኢና ናጽና ማለት yeah so the copy paste ገራ ሆሰ so now excel ንመጽና I'm now Minitab so the copy paste ገራ similarly that's design experiment that's factorial design analyze factorial design yes ማለት is factors ammonium stirring rate temperature ማለት that's full level or general full factorial okay response ና መጀመርያ ሓሲስና ደሎ ናይ density so density ጥራሕ ንመርጻ ማለት yeah terms is okay results expand table ማለት sorry cow graph 4 in 1 ምራይን ኸያ yeah okay ኣብዚ so conclude ዘና አንቶ ማለት so similar ብዝም conclude ጋር ንኸና በp value conclude ሃም ንገብርናዮ feed rate depth of cut እና interaction effect ናይ ክልቶም significant effect ከም ደለዎም ሪና ነርና similar በፓሬቶ ቻርትም ከም ዓይነት conclusion ይዘለና ማለት which means ካብዚ ላይን እዚ እንተህል ሓሊፎም significant effect ኣለዎ after response function ና ማለት so ኩሎም ካብዚ ላይን እዚ ሓልፊዮም yeah Minitab lens method እዚ ላይን ድሮው ንምጋር ዝጥቀመሉ ሜተድ lens method mathematical model ዝጥቀም so ቦጌር ድሮው ዝገብረ during line ማለት so ኩሎም ካብዚ ላይን ሓሊፎም ኣለዎ means እዞም ሰለስተ factors our response ና ኣብ surface ማለት surface response ነርና አው significant effect ኣለዎ ማለት so ካብ ኩሎም ከዓ ኣየና significant effect ኣለዎ ተና feed rate ማለት feed rate after surface finish significant effect ኣለዎ ማለት because yeah as frequency function ካብ ካልቶም ስለዚ ዓቢ ማለት so similarly ካብዝና ካብ conclude ገርለኹም እዚ ነው ግራፍ እና p value ዘለዎ ግራፍ ተትወዝ ሓሽ ማለት ካብ እዚ ንሓሽ ከዓ density function ንሪኢ ኣለና ማለት yeah I think as p value as zero wala na as no أبزم ترينا ammonium 0.01 that's p value مالتي. So that's less than 0.05. So ammonium significant effect على dense function مالتي. Stirring rate 0.003 is significant effect على response function. Temperature 0.781 which means effective مالتي. كاو two interaction دحرينا ammonium na stirring rate interaction ነው. That's 0.029 less than 0.05 ስለሆነ ናይዚየም interaction effect significant مالتي. እዚ greater than 0.05 is ካው ዛለ. So significant effect ደለዎ ammonium na stirring rate እዮም and interaction effect of ammonium na stirring rate مالتي ኣብ dense function مالتي. So conclusion ናዚ مالتي. Yeah, analyze the density response and are any interactions significant to you? So, Malsna ASU interaction effect of ammonium na stirring rate significant to you. Our draw conclusion is yeah, ammonium na stirring rate our density significant effect low mad. B prepare appropriate residual plot to see journal. As you can paritam right to effect malti. So cause lines halifom dolo B that's stirring rate, A ammonium and AB or interaction effect of A and B malti. So kakulum significant effect dolo BU again similarly celestom malo kakulum maha zai effect dolo stirring rate mal. Kaw residual plot residual plot is so normal plot አይመስልን like ካፍት ላይን ዝወፁ ላይን ፖይንታት ኣለውና so as conclusion ና እቲ ዳታን ትራንስፎርም ትንገብሮ ዝሐሸ እየ ማለት ካብ residual plot ና እዚኦም conclude ትገብሩ C construct contour plots to aid in practical interpretation of the density response schedule. Contour plot ገሪ ዝብል yeah so contour plot drone ጋር graph እና ናቱ contour plot ካው z variable እና response ና ማለት that's density y variable stirring rate and x axis ammonium ማለት ያ خلطom ጥራሕ ስለ ዝኾነ effect ኣለዎ ማለት stirring rate እና ammonium ያው density effect ኣለዎ so ከም ገና ብራይ area yeah okay yeah خمسي كاوزم conclusion درو مغارت خليهم like dark ዝኾነሉ means ammonia high ትኾንተሎና stirring rate less ትኾንተሎ high density ይሆናሉ ማለት እዩ እዚ dark ትኾንሎ high density ዘለዎ ማለት እዩ ኣብዚ legend ለና ኣብዚ so ካው ምራይ ትኸሊኹም ማለት እዩ which means combination of high ammonium percentage and stirring rate or niche time stirring rate high density خمدلنا conclusion ጋር ትኸሊኹም ማለት እዩ yeah point እንድሕል ደሊኹ just data view the area from contour line ጋር ትኸሊኹም okay data ocean okay yeah بعلكم check مقار تخليكم just point to ما ذيك مصالكم مقار تخليكم optional له so قلنا yeah بزم كل مقار تخليكم so dark تغينه زعل جنس تلو مالتي so ناي high percentage ammonium منا ناي نشتي stirring rate combination high density خمدلنا كل مقار تخليكم كاز مالتي so contour plot نازي مثل مالتي next analyze surface area response ይደናል so መጀመሪያ density response ገና ይነርና ከዛኻ surface area response ገና ነው ማለት ነው so similarly here start design of experiment factorial analyze malti cause instead of density surface ngoro malti graph okay result okay yeah زي مس مالي so زي cause conclusion ጋር ትቆል ይሆን yeah አሁን አለም conclusion ጋር ነና so እዚያም ሰለስተ ፋክተርስ አሞኒየም ስትሪንግ ሬት እና ቴምፕሬቸር አብ ሰርፌስ ኤሪያ ዘለውም ኢፌክት ማለት ነው so ammonium less than 0.05 ይመጽ ይሐዙ yeah so significant effect አለው ማለት ነው ስትሪንግ ሬትም less than 0.05 እሱ ኢፌክት አለው temperature 0.081 so ዝም significant effect የብሉን ማለት ነው like ካብ 0.05 ላል ስለሆነ temperature effect ይውልና surface area ና ማለት ነው interaction effect ደግሞ አሞኒያ እና string rate yeah cause 0.5 تحتي so significant effect አለው ማለት ነው so similar conclusion ዘለና ምስ density ammonium string rate እና interaction effect of ammonium እና string rate significant effect አለው ኣብ surface area ማለት ነው ካብ Pareto plot ምዃኑ ይዝሆን yeah ካሁለም ጉድ ለዓለ interaction effect እዩ high effect አለው after surface area ና ማለት so ብዙም conclusion ጋር ትኸለውን final prepare residual plot ይዱ residual plot ናምዚ so similarly ካፍት line ዝወፁ points ኣለውና so yeah normal distribution follow አይገርም residual so transform ጋር ንኸለና ማለት finally construct contour plot to aid in practical interpretation of the surface area modeling so similarly graph contour plot instead of density surface area na response ngoro cause kham delon ngoro malti area yeah قاضي كافتن عنتو ندحل ريقمو yeah as dark area of zero which means ammonium rate na less nda khoyna string rate na high to khoyno surface area na high is khown ማለት like yeah azum legend አለኩም so the dark area ኮሚዳሬና so less percentage of ammonium na high string rate ተሊና surface area na ዝላዓለ ዝኾን ማለት so conclusion na እዚ ዝኾን ካብ contour plot yeah so this መስል chapter 5 ማለት ካው yeah finally 5.41 5.41 yeah it's like dash bottom ላ ነገር እዚም equations ካብ Minitab check ጋር ተወልኹም sum square እና mean square ከም calculate ከም ዝግበር plus p value ከም calculate ከም ዝግበር ማለት so the CFI care company manufacture lenses for transplantation into the eye following contact surgery an engineering group has conducted an experiment involving the two factors to determine their effect on the lens polishing process and the results of the experiment are summarized in the following ANOVA display multi the ANOVA result has none so causi sum of square for factor A and number of degree of freedom for A and degree of freedom for B like حتى multi yeah simply our Excel mode that خليكم زي so yeah correct mazna yeah زي so انا መጀመሪያ sum of squares for factor A ይሉናል እዚ ዳሽ ሙላዝም ምልዎ ማለት so how to calculate it which means total minus them value them ማለት እዩ so ኣብዚ ተመጽሐ total that's 118 minus 10 minus 12 point something minus 96 ተገርኩሞ sum of square for factor A 0.16 7 ይሄና ማለት so simply ካብ total እዚኦም ምቅናስ ማለት እዩ ኢኩዌሽኖም ኣብ ሚኒታብ ኮይድኩም ምራይ ትኽእሉም ከም ጌርኩ ካልኩሌት ምግባር ትኽእሉም ማለት እዩ just ምቅናስ ማለት እዩ next number of degree of freedom for factor A in the experiment ማለት እዩ እዚህ ማለት እዩ so it will be sum of square over mean square ማለት እዩ which means this one over this yeah 2 ማለት እዩ እዚያ ስተገርኩማ ክልተ ይመጽእ so degree of freedom for factor A will be 2 ማለት እዩ similarly number of degree of freedom for factor B so that's sum of square over mean square ማለት so 9 over 9 ሓደ ይኾን ለማለት እዩ degree of freedom yeah 1 so next the mean square for error is mean square for error ማለት እዩ this one ማለት እዩ that's 10 over 6 or sum of square over degree of freedom ማለት እዩ so this one so mean square for error sum of square of error over degree of freedom of the error will be mean square of error ማለት እዩ so there's ዝተገርኩማ 1.667 ይሄና ማለት እዩ Now, an upper bound for the p-value for the interaction test static malting Excel p-value calculation allo so I was calculate gera so f this dot rt malti the p-value calculate gerana so x f static salena that's 3.65 and degree of freedom 1 should nice error malti and degree of freedom 2 will be 2 ማለት so upper bound or upper p-value for the interaction effect will be 0.09 ማለት so simply the excel function calculating ጋር ተፈልሆም f dot dist ዝል ማለት so x f static value ተትዎ ካው degree of freedom 1 እና degree of freedom 2 so degree of freedom 1 means degree of freedom of the error and degree of freedom 2 is interaction ማለት ነው interaction ስለሆነ ተሐተና ማለት ነው the engineer used a dash level of factor in A and the engineer used dash level of factor in B so simply levels that's degree of freedom plus 1 ማለት ነው so degree of freedom factor A ክልተ ይነርና so level 2 plus 1 that's 3 and engineer B ማለት እዚ خندي level degree of freedom 1 ይነርና so 1 plus 1 will be 2 ማለት yeah so level means degree of freedom plus 1 ማለት yeah equation ካብ ሚኒታብ ምራይም ተኸሊኹም ማለት ካብ finally there are dash number of replicates of this experiment ማለት total number of replicates ማለት which will be n over a level of factor A times level of factor B ዝኸውን n ማለት yeah total number of samples ማለት total number of samples yeah total degree of freedom 11 ተኾይኑ n plus 1 እዩ ዝኸውን እዚ I mean degree of freedom ና n minus 1 እዩ ዝኸውን ሓደ min estimator ከም ደልና maybe last time ተስታይሶሞ so 11 means total number of samples 12 እዮም ማለት which means ሓደ sample min estimator እዩ ዝኸውን or ሓደ degree of freedom so 11 plus 1 which will be 12 ማለት so total number of replicates 12 አውርሲ level of factor n times level of factor B ማለት so 12 አውርሲ factor A ሰለስተ level አለው factor B ክልተ so 12 over 3 times to the 6 two number of replicates አለው ማለት yeah equation simple ሚኒታብ ምርኣይ ትኽእሉኹም ክና ከምዚ ይመስል ማለት yeah would you conclude that the effect of factor B depends on the level of factor A? Yes or no, Malti? It depends on the p-value. So interaction effect now less than yeah. Would you conclude that the effect of factor B depend on the level of factor A, yes or no? Yeah, so it's interaction effective being A multi, so that's greater than 0.05 ስለሆነ there is a significant effect multi. ካብ 0.05 ንላዕሊ ስለዝኾነ እዚ interaction effect ናይ B እና A, so significant effect የብለን እዩ ዝኾነ conclusion at alpha of 0.05 multi. At alpha of 10% significant effect ኣለዎም ኢልኩም ኩሎም ጋር ተወልዮም at alpha of 0.05 ግን interaction effect significant ኣይኮነ because alpha I mean p value is less than greater than 0.05. Yeah, finally an estimate of the standard deviation of the response variable multi. Yeah, standard deviation multi. So قدم خم سرعناية standard deviation approximately equals square root of mean square error multi. So here square root of this one or mean square error nazi, that's 1.667. So square root natu standard deviation multi. Yeah, so approximately standard deviation equals square root of mean square error. So the message بعده بتعمل مالتي خمس جرام لا تخلو equation عم Minitab مخيركم كلهم يوهم can just simple the message. Finally chapter 6 6.22 نا 6.35 يا زي مخلطهم راين خلينا okay 6.22 yeah زي ما قلت okay yeah 6.220 semiconductor manufacturing processes have long and complex assembly flows, so matrix marks and automated 2D matrix leaders are used at several process steps throughout the factories and unreadable matrix marks negatively affect factor run effects because manual entry of part data is required before manufacturing can resume. So 2 factorially, that's 2 the power of 4 means 2 level alena and 4 factor alena malti. So total number of samples will be 2 the power of 4. That's at the samples alena malti. I had a factor. 2 level means like high, low, or 1 minus 1 gala malti. A 2-4 factor experiment was conducted to develop a 2D matrix laser mark on a metal cover that protects a substrate mounted die. The design factors are A, B, C, D multi. So each خلطة level alone. Let's say A, laser power, chant and accelerators. B, frequency in hertz multi. That's 14 and 16. C, matrix cell size, yeah, in inch 0.07 and 0.12, and D, writing speed, so inch per second على 10 نايترا, and the response variable is unused error correction mod USC response function as this is a measure of the unused portion of the redundant information embedded in the 2D matrix. A USC of 0 represents the loss reading that still results in the equitable matrix, while a value of 1 is highest reading. DMX verifier was used to measure USC. The data from the experiments are shown. So the data is here. So 2 raised for factorial design, which means خلطة level lower. which means 1 minus 1 ማለት كلهم design ተገይሩ ይምናደሎ like is in the hell they have an near data just بعنا design ጋር نخلنا to raise 4 factor design ገና as you know already design ገይሩ ይምናሎ قلت level لنا 1 minus 1 or low እና high ማለት and أربعة factors لنا that's laser power pulse frequency cell size እና writing speed ማለት so زي ما أربعة factors أو factors اللي هو effect إن investigate نقبل مالتي أو UEC مالتي so total to the power for that 16 standard order نا عساش شيء maximum مالتي so زي مالتي that's to the power for 16 مالتي so زوسينا analyzing قبلنا مالتي so A, analyze the data from the experiment, which factors significantly affects UEC. B, analyze the residual from the experiment. Are there any indications of model in that case? Yeah, so the Excel data nazi. Nazukos 6.2. So the question of the Minitab. Yeah, comes in a cow start design of experiment factor design analyze malti or create تغير هنا create زي تغير ግን create ጋር نخلينا ናይናዚ to level for factorial design ገና ማለት I think already created it so analyze ናንገበ so the current worksheet doesn't contain a design criteria so yes ይናሉ already created ሆነ ይደለና factors أربعة factor لنا laser power pulse frequency እና cell size and writing speed ማለት two level factor design yeah زي ما تعرفون 1 minus 1 level يدلهم كلهم general هوني so low እና high ማለት okay cause design ناتي ምክንያቱ standard border ገይሩና which means خمسة لو يخون يدنو كحادك ساسش order حيز يخون يدلو standard order so as the design أدينا standard order specify نقوله مالتي so specify colon here we have standard order and run order zim yeah مقدار نخلنا just by order يدلو لكن هذا طول zim run order مالتي okay okay response UEC مالتي yeah UEC you response variable na that's unused error correction factor مالتي that هنا yeah as factor yeah مقيار تقولهم so سلسة تقول كله لا أربعة تقولهم maybe مقيرهم sufficient number of degree of freedom إلا نزل so just بسلسة جينا interaction effect مرين خلينا مالتي okay graph 4 in 1 okay results expanded cause storage yeah zoom residuals بvalue codes لهم تديرهم cause مسات خليهم عندي so okay yeah so result now is message I think now the word سيناك كلهم قاعد نخيل زي ما رأيت factors أو زي UEC دلهم response مالتي so let's say laser power that's 0.01 less than 0.5 so significant effect أو زي response function مالتي pulse frequency 0.079 أو 0.05 نالي so pulse frequency effect يقول cell size greater I'm less than 0.05 so significant effect low and writing speed مخمو كاو 0.05 تحسب هنا writing speed as the USC response function significant effect አለው ማለት ነው ካው interaction effect ምራይ ነውዚ lesser power pulse frequency 0.09 so significant የሆነ lesser power cell size 0.029 is significant ካው 0.05 ላል አይ መታሰብ ነው lesser power writing speed 0.15 is significant የሆነ ዝም ካሞ significant የሆነ as against significant cell size writing speed interaction effect ማለት ነው خالتم significant የሆነ ማለት ነው so ካብዚ ሓደ ክልተ حمشت significant effect دلو مالتينا مالتي سلسة individually or linear functions lesser power cell size na writing speed na خلطة interaction effect na lesser power cell size na less cell size writing speed significant effect دلو of the response function of UEC مالتي yeah zika Pareto right خليهم yeah similar levels in the Pareto مالتي so ካብዝም A that's lesser power B ለን pulse frequency yeah BP volume ከምድረናዮ B ኣብዚ ነው just less effect አለው ማለት ነው like ካብዝ red line ኣብዚ ሓለፉ significant effect አለው ማለት ነው C cell size effect አለው ወይ D ሆሙ effect አለው እና interaction effect እና S እና CD ማለት ነው እና lesser power cell size እና nice cell size writing speed interaction effect significant effect አለው ኣብዚ UEC ማለት ነው so conclusion suit how ማለት ነው analyze the residual from the experiment ይዝለና so residual is missing so normal product ፍለታ ሆነ so yeah transform ነገር recommend ገበር ማለት ነው transform the function response function transform ገበር ማለት how the predict value how the minimum concern ነውና like trend ገለ ይውልን እዚም residuals just how the normal product plot ማለት yeah analyze the data from the experiment and which factors significantly affect yeah renayo ማለት ካብ equation ግን copy ኮሮናዚ by default ናይ ኩሎም effect የምጸልናዚ كان regression model na ናይ significant effect ደለዎም ነውጽና so linearly lesser power cell size na writing speed አለና ማለት lesser power እዚ ነውጾ significant effect የውልን cell size ሲያተም አለው ካው interaction effect lesser power cell size so እዚ ነውጾ lesser power cell size እዚ ማለት ካው cell size writing speed ማለት so they lenan similarly my cell size writings lesser so regression equation as you ማለት just significant effect ደለዎም equation factors ጥራሕ include ተገርኩም on the equation ደለና ማለት so yeah equation model ጎሮም ተልና so solution as ይመስል ማለት yeah so the ይመስል conclusion finally just 6.35 I think similar Yeah, this is 6.35. An engineer has performed an experiment to study the effect of 4 factors on the surface roughness of a machined part, and the factors and their levels are A, tool angle, خلطة angle هنا which means خلطة level allows like 12, 15 or -1 malting. Factor B, cutting fluid viscosity, and C, feed rate, and D, cutting fluid color used as noise data malting. Just to level home and the data from the experiment, from this experiment with the factors coded to the usual -1 + 1 levels are shown in tables 6.9 as table malting. So A, estimates the factor effects plus the effect estimate on a normal probability plot and select a tentative model malting. Yeah, so 6.9 I think as the malting. So cost is interesting as had 6.35. So the data analysis in control C. Had shows the criteria, control B. So similarly start design of experiment, factorial analyze. Yeah, yes. Factors are factorial. That's 2 level factorial. Coded gear himna -1 1 ስለሆነ 2 level low high multi. Yeah, okay. Design yeah, the run order here just specify where to run order. Yeah, standard order block kala okay. Surface roughness response na similarly yeah, sufficient degree of freedom and clean celeste or tumratolio. Okay, and graph for in one. Our results expanded table. Yeah, stepwise galam gartolio. Okay. So the mess only the question is factor A, our surface area. I'm surface response. Yeah, p-value 0.02, so significant factor low. B مقامو. C zoom significant factor low. D significant factor low because it's greater than 0.05. Interaction factor in interaction of AB significantly cause 0.05 لعلي. AC هنا AD هنا زلا هنا so خلينا just AB ترى مالتي. So زي مثل كوالا بباريتو بلوت مرعين خلينا. So ACB أوزينا plus interaction of AB مالتي. So كاوزو خومينا كل نقبل. كاوخلهم جن factor B significant effect low مالتي. That's B. Yeah, cutting fluid viscosity malti surface roughness na high effect low the cutting fluid viscosity malti. Yeah, so interaction effect of ABM قوم malti second highest effect low C malti. So خمسة جرهم كل جمع تقولهم. Estimate the factor and plot the effect estimates on a normal probability plot and select tentative model malti. So model na yeah plot nazi model gen the regression equation علنا copy. Yeah. أو زي regression model نسيت مقارنة خلينا just significant effect دلهم طرح كل in كل جيرنا مالتي so ABC significant effect دلهم ABC D significant effect يقولون interaction effect AB significant effect دلهم خلهم يقولون مالتي so زياتهم X كل مقارنة خليهم كموديلهم yeah so regression model نازي مثل مالتي so surface roughness na the equation yeah Connex physical model identified in part A and analyze the residuals. Is there any indication of model in that case? Yeah, so causal residual plot identified unusual ዝኾነ trend የብሎም so ካብ residual in other case of model ኣይንሪእን ዘለና ማለት እዩ so nothing is unusual ይኹን ኩሎም ጋር ትኽእሎም ካብዚ residual plot ማለት ካብ normal plot ግን data normal distribution ፊት ኣይገብርልኩም so best way data transfer ምግባር እዩ ማለት repeat the analysis from part A and B using 1 over Y as response variable multi and is there any indication that the transformation has been useful? Yeah. C repeat the analysis from part A and B using 1 over Y multi. So instead of Y, 1 over Y again response under multi. So here Y malt response function is that's surface roughness. So 1 over surface roughness or 1 over Y equals as our had multi. I mean 1 over as the multi. Yeah, so لازم مثلا خلينا مالتي so response na instead of y 1 over y نقوله مالتي copy okay so زينا موديل قبل حد add yeah start as an experiment factorial analyze okay yeah low high okay yeah run order مرات okay and response now 1 over y yeah terms three terms results yeah okay yeah so عاوزنا لكم كل مقارنة خلينا or copy اسمع لغة ورا
Yeah.
هو يسمع لك.
okay
هو
so كاوزي yeah them factors analyze مقارنة خلينا key value A that's 0.005 less than 0.05 beam خامو C yeah سيم كامو مالتي D significant effect يولن our interaction effect ترينا AB significant effect alone that's less than 0.05 قالوا يولم 2 interaction 3 interaction ترينا يولم مالتي كاباريتم خام كل دم قارنا خلينا yeah so significant effect alone BAB na A and C مالتي so كاو كلهم لعلها B similarly after I think B دي نيرو عاوزن B نيرو عاوزن B نيرو مالتي منهم difference يقول مالتي ولا transform غيرنا يو similarly مالتي yeah, is there any either an indication that the transformation has been useful? No, yeah, similarly that you don't have to wala transform gain na malti. How fits a model in terms of the coded variable that can be used to predict the surface reference malti. So model na fit na gauro. A regression model na vzile hivnalo based on ABCD malti or based on factors. So yeah, copy. So ካብዝም ዞም significant effect ደውሎም ካፍት ሞዴልና ነውፃም ማለት እዩ ኤቢሲ ኣለዎሚ ዲ የብሉን ኢንተራክሽን ኢፌክት ኤቢ ኣለዎም ካልኦቶም የብሎም ማለት እዩ ሪግሬሽን ኢኩዌሽን እና ኦር ሞዴልና ዝመስል ማለት እዩ ቤዝድ ኦን ዞም significant effect ኣለዎም ማለት እዩ so እዚ ኢኩዌሽን ተጠቅመና ሞዴል ምግባር ንኽእልና እዚ 1/y surface ማለት surface reference convert this prediction equation to a model in the natural variable يدلنا نادله so natural variable نات تقريبا سريحنا يدلنا مالتي so regression equation لازم يستعمل عطيت كده قلنا so سعدي له ودينا مالتي أرجعنا مترشحة 6.35 مالتي so زي مثل أنا حتى تلكم خالتهم بعلهم similar لما تغلقهم مالتي قلت لي
قلت
so زي مثل فاكتور
thank you Gurmish
you're welcome
thank you
Gurmisha.
you're welcome okay see you دحان هدف
okay قدامي كيترسعون there is no more extension أنا هي سوون بالمنايات أنا واحد قدام سميت نقار مفروض
so سرحوا بعلهم any question تاليو
question تاليو forward go left group مو discussion go نخلينا على كده
good night دحان ciao
good night
thank you
thank you